what I've done here, taken a couple of plunge cuts through the block following my scribed line. It's a difficult cut to make there, so these plunge cuts will allow me to come in to this plunge, this next one, and this next one from different angles and get a real pretty look. Plunge cuts, great tricks of the trade. All right, beautiful mark, beautiful cut, and a beautiful fit. There we go. Okay, my courses are clean. The tapers between the block are full of aggregate. I want to make sure I don't exceed the industry standard of 8 inches of wall block before backfilling. Any more than that, during the compaction process, I could push my wall forward. This Mini Creta Plus has a 5-degree setback, as the mechanical compaction, which should be light equipment, 3,500 centrifugal force rating within 3 feet of the back of the wall, may push this out to a 4 or 3-degree setback. So I want to be very careful that I don't over compact this area and that I don't build more than 8 inches before backfilling. Now this material, what we call AASHTO number 57s, has about 30% void space, so it's going to work well for drainage, and it's going to be very easy to compact. 95% compacted when it's dumped. Okay, let me get my clip set, get my next block. Okay, I've got my gator edge in here exactly the way I want it on the curve, and I want my other piece of edge to match that perfectly as I come around that arc. So I've notched my board here for a 3-foot walkway, and I'm going to use it as a guide just to speed that up, make sure I'm perpendicular there, and then I'm going to spike in my edge. Now, if you can use a mason hammer to drive in that spike, your base isn't compacted enough. Get your Weber equipment, get this base compacted, make sure the base extends adequately beyond the edge so the spike seats. Make sure you're using good non-galvanized spikes. Let them rust in the earth. Let them hold on to it. Get a good 3-pound maul, set that spike on a slight angle, and as you get close to completion, watching my fingers, don't de-seat that spike. Let it sit up just a little bit. Doesn't need to be crammed into the earth. What happens is water builds up underneath, pushes that spike up over time. Just a little bit up. On a hardscapes project, you don't want to forget your softscaping. What we're building here is a simple annual perennial bed using our Belgian curbing. We've compacted our aggregate base just below the surface. We want to set our block, make sure they're nice and straight, check them. Okay, taking the liberty here to split one of the middle units, because at the end here I would have had a very small sliver. I don't want that. It's going to look like a cut. So I've cut a few of these pieces to make them all look symmetrical. I set them. May need a little bit of tapping. I do want to carry that crowning kind of look across there. I don't want it real flat. I want it to look natural. Then I'm going to wet my block, set them in here. These have been wet already, and I'm going to set a mortar bed behind them, so every time I come through here with a lawnmower, so I don't want to knock these over. I want these to be set and perfect forever. If I were doing a vehicular traffic application using these as an edge, like on a driveway, I'd use a rebar piece here, especially in a freeze-thaw susceptible climate, high clay soils. That steel reinforced concrete is really going to hold that driveway from creeping. So I'm going to get